Hi everyone, this is the last week this week video for week 10. Last week you read handouts and looked at resources for creating classroom assessment techniques and then created your own classroom assessment technique to go along with your case study and participated in the discussion boards. This week we are talking about level 3 evaluation. So we're going to start off with reading chapter 6, Transfer to the Job and the Environment. It's been a while since we've been using the textbook, so dust it off and read chapter 6. And then watch the video on timing of level 3 evaluations. Level 3 evaluations look to see if the person is taking what they learned in class or in a training or in your learning intervention to see if they can actually apply the skills that they learned in the work environment. If they were taught supervisory skills, are they able to use those skills in their work as a supervisor? If they are learning nursing, can they do what they're supposed to be doing in a clinical setting or in a work environment rather than only in the classroom? Now, level 3 evaluation makes sense for corporate and community organizations. You have people working for you in their jobs. You take them out, put them in a class or training so that they can learn something. Then you put them back on the job. You get to see in their work setting if they are doing the things that they were supposed to learn. This is very different in K-12 or K-16 education. If you're teaching auto mechanics, unless you have the students work in the shop, you don't know if they have applied the learning in a real-life setting. You don't usually see them beyond the class, so you don't know if the learning transferred to their work environment. If you're teaching students English or math, you probably will have no idea if they actually use those English or math skills correctly in a work setting. It often isn't practical to do level 3 evaluation in K through 16 education. Sometimes it makes sense to do level 3 evaluations, but not always. So the video from Robin addresses using level 3 evaluations and the timing and appropriateness of doing them. There's also a video in week 3 that has information about comparing evaluations in corporate versus PTE settings. So take a look at that if you want a refresher on how these levels of evaluation apply in different settings. There are no required assignments this week except for participating in the discussion board. In the stop, start, continue feedback from midterms, several people said they liked getting feedback from us on assignments, but there was a comment that we are too critical on assignments. The reason we are critical and thorough on assignments and providing feedback is because we want to help you make better projects and better work. We try to provide feedback to help you consider different ways of doing things than you have done before. And sometimes it is just to point out something that was done wrong so that you can fix it. While this may come across as critical at times, we are trying to help by giving you useful feedback so you know what to work on instead of just giving you a number grade. That way we can make improvements and do better for the next time. There is an optional level 3 evaluation bonus assignment. Some people from the stop, start, continue feedback said they were glad that we had bonus work. There is an optional bonus assignment this week, so take a look at the assignment sheet and pick the version that makes sense for you. There's one either based on your case study, if it makes sense to use a level 3 evaluation with your topic, or there's a different scenario that Robin has provided if doing a level 3 evaluation with your case study doesn't make sense. So look at that and see which one would apply to you. And let us know if you have any questions about this. And then the discussion boards, you should be getting settled in with your new group and hopefully get more into the discussions this week. Taking a look at what's coming up, in week 11, we are talking about analyzing and interpreting data, specifically quantitative data, and in week 12, we're analyzing and interpreting qualitative data. There are a lot of videos about these 2 weeks, so you might choose to get started on that now. There are no assignments for weeks 10, 11, or 12, but there are bonus assignments that you can do. And we've opened up through week 12 so that you can get started on those things now if you would like. These will be busy weeks, even though you don't have required assignments. You're going to be doing lots of learning things, watching videos, participating in the discussion boards. And so we've created these optional assignments rather than making them required assignments. So if you choose to, you can do those. Just make sure you pay attention to the directions and what you need to do for those. That wraps up what is going on this week. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you online.